Cinnamon Swirl Quick Bread. This is what we're making today. Real good.
Hi everyone, it's Wendy. Welcome back to my channel. Stay tuned as I share my recipe and tips for making Cinnamon Swirl Quick Bread.
All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our cinnamon swirl. We're going to put in a half cup of sugar and 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Whisk this together. And then we're going to set it aside. Now we're going to get our dry ingredients together. We're going to add to a large bowl 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and a ½ teaspoon of salt. And whisk this together, and then we're going to set this aside. Today we're making a quick bread. So what's the difference between a quick bread and a yeasted bread? A quick bread uses baking soda as its rising agent, where a yeasted bread uses, obviously, yeast. A quick bread takes a lot less time, whereas a yeasted bread takes a long time because you have to wait for it to rise again. This way, with a quick bread, you get a really good, delicious bread in a lot less time. All right, now we're going to add our wet ingredients to a medium bowl. First comes our egg. We're going to get that in the bowl along with our sugar. And we're going to whisk that up. It's going to be thick. Next comes our oil. This is a 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. You can use vegetable oil or canola oil. Doesn't matter. This is canola oil, actually. And then comes our sour cream. If you don't have sour cream at home, that's okay. You can use plain Greek yogurt. Gives you the same effect, doesn't hurt the recipe at all. And then our 2/3 cup of milk. And 1½ teaspoons of vanilla. I'll whisk this up. It's going to be very smooth. Now we're going to take our wet ingredients and pour them into our big bowl of our dry ingredients. We're going to whisk this together. And this is what's going to form our batter. Just want to mix it till it's combined. You don't want to overmix it. There might be a couple lumps in here. That's okay. Now we're going to take our batter and pour it into a prepared pan. I've sprayed cooking oil and lined it with parchment paper. I find that using parchment paper helps cut down on extra browning, and it also cuts down on sticking. Now what I've done is I've added half the batter. And we're going to spread that out. Just as evenly as you can. And this is where the fun comes in. We're going to take our cinnamon swirl mixture that we made earlier, and we're going to sprinkle about almost all of it. Going to leave about 2 tablespoons. That's about 2 tablespoons. We're going to leave that. And we're going to spread that out evenly over the batter. Then we're going to take the rest of our batter and pour this on top. So I have a question for you. What other ingredients would you add to this cinnamon bread that we're making?
Raisins.
Raisins? How about apples? I think apples too. But leave me your suggestions in the comments below. I'm always looking for new and fresh ideas. Now we're going to take our spoon and we're going to spread the batter over our cinnamon mixture. Now this might be tough because it wants to not stick, stay down. It's going to kind of want to come up, and that's okay. Just try and get it evenly. It's kind of fun. Always a challenge. There we go. Now we're going to take our knife and we're going to make an S motion through our batter. This is going to swirl the cinnamon. Some of it may come up, and that's okay. Just kind of get it back over. And we'll go this way. Down and around. This is what's going to make the bread swirly in the middle. You don't want to do this too much because then it will all kind of blend in, and you don't want that. Okay, I think we're ready. There we go. Yay, yum. I can smell it already. I'm gonna take the rest of the cinnamon sugar and I'm gonna sprinkle it on top. And now we're ready for the oven.
Our bread is in the oven. We're gonna set a timer for 50 minutes. That's where we're gonna check it. This bread should take about 50 to 60 minutes. There we go. I'm gonna look at it at about 25 minutes. If it starts to get too brown, I'm going to loosely tent it with foil.
Well, our bread is out of the oven. It is done. How delicious does that look? I used a toothpick, it came out clean, took about 55 minutes. We're going to let the bread cool completely on the wire rack in the pan before we take it out. And here's the thing, with the parchment paper, we're just gonna lift it right out of the pan. It's gonna be really easy. See you in a little bit.
All right, the bread is cooled. We're gonna take it out. See how easy that was? Lift it onto the plate. Take the parchment off.
And there you have it. Look at that. We have our Cinnamon Swirl Quick Bread. Let's cut into that. See what happens. Wow, look at that. I can't wait to dive into this. Real good. So the difference, oh no, that's not delicious bread. Stop, cut.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment in the comments section below and share this video with your friends. I've added a link to the recipe in the description below. See you next time on Simply Wendy Live, Love, Bake.